like to think of myself as a practical guy, and as a practical guy, I can fully accept the scientific explanation for things like floating orbs on security cameras are lost bugs, not lost souls, UFOs are swamp gas and weather balloons, and the shimmering road ahead is an optical illusion and not melting asphalt. Yes, there is at least an attempt to rationally explain almost every seemingly unnatural phenomenon witnessed by mankind on occasion, or even on a daily basis. And I say almost everything because there is one mystery that remains so perplexing no one dares talk about it, much less discover the reason for the paradox, or, God forbid, try to do something to prevent it from ever happening again in the future. Can somebody please explain to me why breakfast gets cold faster than regular food? I'm not saying that eggs and bacon aren't real food, Nighttime Whistler. But when was the last time you ate either when they were hot? That's why we need mothers, fathers, and short-order cooks for better breakfast food heat retention. I know the title could use some work, Nighttime Whistler. Right now, the acronym looks like an obscure Eastern European surname. But that doesn't take away from the critical circumstances plaguing millions of people every morning as they lift their forks with hope that maybe today, the eggs that were steaming hot just moments ago in a 12-inch fry pan that is still sizzling in the sink might actually have some semblance of interkinetic life as they slide off the fork in a cold, wet heap of yellow and white, lightly seasoned, protein-packed sadness. I know the feeling all too well, Nighttime Whistler. And one can only imagine the impending disappointment as one glances down at the awaiting toast, bacon, and potatoes, each of which is already shivering on a plate that has all the thermal aesthetics of a hockey puck frozen to a sidewalk. When was the last time you had a piece of hot toast, Nighttime Whistler? I don't know about you, but I tend to find that the glamorous muck that passes for orange marmalade is warmer than the toast is. When the pat of butter actually firms up when it hits the bread, that's not a good sign. And if bacon is not built to maintain heat, then tell me why it is that I suffer first-degree burns and risk personal blindness every time I'm preparing the stuff. Potatoes can be an exception at times, Nighttime Whistler, but you get those pieces small enough in size and close enough to all the other heat-sucking fare on the plate, and I guarantee you're only a few fork fumbles away from shoveling a freshly chilled mound of salty carbs into your disappointed boca. And if your home fries are hash browns, those little shreds might look like a good idea, but that extra surface area is only going to crush your palate's soul before it's barely left the hot window in the kitchen. Kind of like how fast food French fries transform into inedible stalagmites outside of a 1-mile radius of their origin. There's a reason for that too, Nighttime Whistler. You see, French fries are one of those crossover cuisines that serve as a standalone appetizer as well as being a popular side dish. And appetizers get cold faster than regular food, just like breakfast does. Don't think so, Nighttime Whistler? Then go to your favorite sports bar sometime and order up the sampler. And when your hot waitress shows up with your hot appetizer assortment, don't glance up at the game or take a moment to answer your friend's question about your feeling as to the future fate of the Canadian men's Olympic curling team as we know it. Because before you know it, those nachos, cheese sticks, and potato skins are going to be nothing but a congealed kaleidoscope of fiesta muck, clinging lifelessly to a bed of broken dreams passing as tortilla chips, surrounded by the pale brown, deep-fried nubs that were teeming with gastronomic promise just moments ago, but would now be classified as lethal objects in 14 different states. Now you know why I do the majority of my eating at home, Nighttime Whistler. And as far as cold breakfast is concerned, there's plenty of options out there that are meant to be cold, or at least room temperature. So as long as the coffee is hot, I'm good with cereal, or the occasional donut.